right, there we go. I was just waiting to come on. Good evening, collective. I am Kuan Yin, and this is Love of the Highest Vibration. Sorry about the echo. This connects to the reading I'm doing this evening. Y'all know, sometime, unfortunately, because we're humans, we don't see our parents as human beings that have the same wants and needs that we have because you're a child or you're a teenager, a young adult. And sadly enough, you don't really see your mother or father as a human that makes mistakes, is a result of their upbringing and childhood, that um, their struggles in life, whatever they have become, whatever mistakes they have made, they, just like you went through challenges, they went through challenges too. And we expect them to be superhuman or just flawless. And we can be harshly critical at times. And sometimes we don't know what their struggle was growing up, and that whatever they did, um, with all of their flaws, was the best that they could do based on the skills that they were provided with, and whatever traumas they're carrying with them when they were being raised by their parents. Okay. Now, the reason I'm saying that is and it goes with the reading. I had a sudden memory of a time, when I was much younger, and I really wasn't interested in too much that my father had going on or had to say, or, oh my goodness, Dad, I don't want to talk about witchcraft. I don't want to talk about your whatever you're into, religion, whatever. There was a point when I was very young, and when you're very young, you're more interested. Everything in the world is new to you, and you're interested in going out, seeing the world, seeing what's going on, learning new things, making friends, assimilating into society, assimilating into your teenage years, with people your own age. You don't want to hear nothing your parents got to say. And you might not even see them as a person that uh, at one point in their life desired to have a family, have a wife, have a husband, have love, have a romantic relationship, have, the things that in your 20s and 30s, when you're starting out in your life, you desire. You don't see them as someone that at one point in their life is just like you, and they had expectations and things that they wanted. Okay. And oftentimes, what happens is because sadly, not until they're a lot older and you have gotten and gained some life experience of your own, at least up to the age of 30 or 40, are you able to really be able to empathize with your parents, and be like, oh, wow, I can see how they were doing the best they could with the tools they were giving, psychologically, emotionally, in different ways in their life, because the mistakes I've made with my child or my children, it's a result of my conditioning, and I can only do what I can do based on the skills that I was provided in childhood. And for the first time, you might see your parents as a human, with all the needs and same issues that you might have gone through. But you don't see it because you haven't had any life experience yet because you're young. Okay. Now, the reason I'm talking about that is because I remember a specific moment when I was much younger, and I was getting a couple dollars from my father to buy a couple of groceries and some food, which is a necessity. And I dreaded having to ask him for a couple of dollars. I mean, parents are supposed to provide you with food, but we had a very dysfunctional household, and money was not consistent. And I ain't even gonna go into all that. But I dreaded having to ask him at this particular time in my life, and I was a teenager, for a couple of dollars to get some food for the house or groceries or whatever. At this particular time when I was with him, I dreaded it. And the reason I dreaded it is because it would always turn into a very long and drawn out process. Like, hey, Dad, can I get a couple of dollars so it's no food for anyone to eat? So I can go get some bread and some eggs. I want to get some bread, some eggs, box of cornbread, so I can make some this cornmeal or oatmeal grits. Can I get a couple of dollars to go get some food? And you would think he would go in his wallet and just hand me a couple of dollars and be like, okay, or go with your brother or something like that. But instead, it turned into a long, drawn out fiasco wherein he would be like, okay, sure, no problem. What do you want to get for groceries from the store? And I'd be like, food that we can cook and eat. Oh, okay, but tell me exactly what you want. And I'd be like, oh my God, I don't believe I'm gonna have to go through this again. I'm going to get some eggs. I'm getting a dozen eggs. I'm getting bread. I'm getting grits. I'm going to get some food. And then okay, well, how much is the eggs? $2.15. This is back in the day, y'all. $1.50. $2. We talking about back in the day when you could fill up a gas tank with $2.15. How much is eggs? $2.15. $1.50. $1.65. I don't know. Okay, okay, okay. Uh, Let me see. And he would go in his wallet and he would take $1 out and he would spend a good 30 seconds moving that dollar around in his hand to make sure it was only $1. And he would slowly put it in my hand. And then he'd take his time and keep looking at me and smiling. And so, what's going on with you? And start talking to me. And I'm like, why are you doing this? Why are you trying to make me talk to you and do all this stuff and this, that, and the other? And then he'll take another dollar out and move it around in his hand to make sure it's only $1 in his hand, and then put the dollar into my hand, and then go hunting for some change to find 15 cents in pennies and 1 penny at a time. Okay, that's only enough for eggs. Okay, and what is the other thing you want to get? A loaf of bread. How much is a loaf of bread? 98 cents. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, let me go on my wallet again and I'll give you 98. Let me start counting and see if I have a dime and a nickel, pennies and a quarter, see if I can count this out. And he didn't have to do that. He didn't have to do that at all. He could have easily just, his $20, his $15, go grocery shopping, go get some food for the house. And I thought that was so irritating. And it wasn't until years later that I really, really, when he was elderly and much older, and too late, because he had dementia, for me, to be able to understand what was going on at that time with him. You understand? At that time, what was actually going on with him was he wanted to bond with me and he wanted some attention. And later, when I had a child and I was an adult and I got some experience up under my belt, I look back and I realized that he didn't get the nurturing and the type of love that he wanted as a child or would have wanted to have as a child from his mother. And he grew up in a very harsh environment and a very harsh climate where it was survival over any form of pampering or nurturing. He did not grow up in a nurturing environment. He grew up kind of like in a polygamous type situation. He had a whole lot of half brothers and half sisters, and he grew up in a village. Okay. And things and people were very harsh, and it was just very harsh. Okay. So he wanted love and he wanted energy, divine feminine energy, and he wanted attention. So the only way in his mind, due to his conditioning and growing up harshly, to get a certain type of soft energy, even, just from anybody that would give him any kind of attention, as a man, uh, the only opportunity he had was when you needed something from him. So he would fully capitalize on that one time or that one moment that he had when it's his moment to shine. You need something from him. You need food because you're hungry, and you need me to give you money for food. And you wonder why I work and grind so hard my whole life to make sure I never have to ask nobody for nothing. But you're hungry and you need food, so you need me right now. It's my moment to shine. I get attention from you and I get energy from you. And he did that with all his kids, but that was his moment, when you asked him for some money for food. And that's his moment to really stretch it out and to move as slow as he can and to fully engage in kind of holding it like a carrot in front of your face, and getting you to talk to him, and trying to make you interested in whatever he had going on in his life and whatever he had to say. He was using our need for food and money, to get food, as an opportunity for him to get some type of affection or loving attention that he was craving. So he's conditioned, the only way and the only time I can get anyone's attention and get someone to be interested in what I have going on in my life, and get interaction, because y'all kids don't care, act like y'all don't care nothing about anything going on with me, is when I have something that you want. And he fully capitalized on those moments. So the reason I'm telling you this story is I realized on a large, grander scale, that is actually what's going on with the masculine energy on the planet right now. Right now, in the Aquarian age, due to extreme patriarchy, excuse me, in the past, in the past age, about age is about 21, 22 thousand years. Okay. It's been a harsh, strictly left brain thinking patriarchal society, whereby, you don't really have romantic love. Everything is really about more survival. And men have been conditioned for a whole age. I'm not talking about something that went on for 500 or 600 years. We are talking about a couple thousand years. Um, and I didn't mean 2200. I think I meant yeah, yeah, I think about 2200 is the age, 2100, something like that. It doesn't matter. Y'all understand what I'm expressing to you. You understand the point I'm making. So, this is not something that just happened like in the last um 600 years. This has been a whole age of strictly left brain conditioning and thinking out of survival, where you cooperate, you exchange sex, and you exchange and give the energy, whether you're feeling it or not, in exchange for stability, money, and protection, and all the things that you need. This has gone on for an entire age. And right now, you might notice a large collective response from a lot of masculine energies, because we have shifted into a new age, where things are changing right now, and people are able to pursue romantic instead of acting and giving people what they want out of survival. And what you might be getting a lot of collective negative energy from a lot of masculines and women that function out of their masculine energy right now, because they've been functioning, we've been functioning as a soul, uh, since the beginning of this Piscean age in this strictly logical survival mindset. And what you're experiencing is like the negative energy, the red pillars, um, the anger, the being mean on purpose to women. What you're experiencing collectively, and you're noticing more and more of right now, it's a big reaction because it's a shock. It's a shock to their system to have to suddenly like out. It was something gradual that was changing. Women have been trying to get rights and respect for a very long time, but now it's like right there in their face. You either show up in a better light and respect me and honor the female vessel and honor the divine feminine in you by balancing your empathy, compassion, your intuition with your masculine energy, by using your emotional intelligence or developing emotional intelligence, or we cut you off 100% completely. And that's what you have been seeing going on all over the planet in a collective sense. Women have been cutting off men now and not giving them any energy at all whatsoever if they don't have their feminine energy developed to the point where they can utilize emotional intelligence or even have it instead of acting strictly out of logic. Okay. um and respect your feelings. Okay. So, because women have taken a stand now, because they are independent and able to provide for themselves and have certain rights that they didn't have before, it's a culture shock to masculine energy all over the planet. You understand? Uh, it's literally a culture shock to masculine energy all over the planet that's not used to having to exercise that side of their brain as much. I'm not saying all masculines, but I'm talking about the collective of masculines all over the planet. It's a culture shock for them, and what the reaction you're getting is like a rebellion. Okay. It's a rebellion that okay. So essentially, what I'm saying is, it's not only men that were affected with this left brain thinking, okay, that need to balance divine feminine energy. There are women out here that need to balance their divine feminine energy as well. Okay. Both men and women have been affected in a way where the divine feminine, the creative part of your brain, that right brain thinking has been completely shut down because people have trauma and people have been operating out of survival mode. Okay. So, whoever this woman is, she lacks empathy and compassion. She's very cold hearted. She's very traumatized and wounded, and she's very unhealed. This Libra energy I'm picking up on. And because she lacks empathy and compassion, she doesn't mind unaliving people spiritually and doing spell work to harness other people's energy, because she's been abused and traumatized, possibly sexually and in many other ways, and grew up in a very harsh environment and climate. And because of that, she has learned to survive by only operating out of her masculine energy, using logic. When it comes to sex, her sex is transactional. Her mindset is transactional. She has completely suppressed her divine feminine energy, and she's given uh, heavy stud energy to whoever this Libra is. Um, so it's both men and women that have been affected by this, and women out of survival mode have suppressed their divine feminine energy to survive. And whoever this masculine is, he is completely furious right now. He's a warlock, and he's mad because he thought that by being a part of a cult and doing spell work on you and attacking you, and by creating challenges and obstacles in your life for you, he could bully you into opening up and giving him, accepting an offer from him or someone that he sends towards you. Because whoever you are, divine feminine, they want access to your energy so that they can funnel it up in this cult and do magic with your divine feminine energy. Because you're one of the lucky ones, you're blessed. You were blessed to be able to heal whatever trauma you might have had in childhood. And if you don't have trauma, whatever needed to be worked on, because no one's perfect, to balance your masculine and feminine energy, you did the work. So you are a manifester and you have abundant energy, okay? Because you're healed. So this man and woman have been targeting you. Now, right now, she might be recovering because she tried to do a death spell on you. I don't even know if it ever reached you or not, but she tried to do a death spell on you, and it didn't work out for her. And she's just soaking and depressed. One, because she don't have no power, and she don't have no power because she's not in alignment and she's not healed. So her energy is very low vibrational. That's why, hence, energy vampire. And she's also upset because she blames you for the reason that her career ended. Okay. Now, whoever this Libra, they're coming out as the Empress reverse and the Justice card reverse. That's both Libra energy. Whoever this energy is, the reason they're livid with you is because you ended their career. Okay. Now, they had a career where people respected them because they were able to do death spells and take money and unalive people at people's request as a practitioner. They were able to unalive people, okay? Or they were able to make people homeless. They were able to harness people's energy or cause all kind of imbalances in people's life that they targeted, lacking all empathy because that's how they function, okay? This cult. But the problem is, it always worked for her until she ran into you. And she thought attacking you would be a piece of cake. And she talked big trash about how she was going to do it. And everybody step back while I work. I want y'all to watch me cook. Because she was in her ego about all of the other bodies and all of the other people. She was a respected practitioner, and she was in her ego about attacking you and destroying your life, destroying your job, your career, your calling, harnessing your energy, and even doing a death spell on you. She was bragging about to all these people, y'all know how I work. Y'all didn't see my work before. Y'all step back and watch me cook. And she was making jokes about how she was gonna mess you up real good. And she's the one that ended up getting messed up. Her money is messed up. Her health is messed up. She's depressed and she's lost her career. She has lost respect in her field of being a witch. Yo, you know how people be like, you're going to respect me as an artist. You're going to respect me as another artist. I'm a songwriter too. I'm a singer too. I'm a dancer. I'm a this, I'm a that. You're going to respect me as your fellow. This is a witch. This is literally a witch. And she was like, y'all gonna respect me as a witch around here. And whoever this witch is, they lost, you made them lose respect. Don't nobody have no more respect for them. And not only that, it ruined her career because that's what she was known for doing. Okay. And she's mad because right now she has to try to rebuild whatever she's doing at her big grown age. Okay. Because she's not young anymore. She's older. Okay. And at her big grown age, her career as a spiritual practitioner has ended. I'm sure she can do little things like pull rabbits out of hats. Maybe she could do a few card tricks for your ass, but for the most part, people are not uh this cult that she was a part of, they're not working with her anymore. You ended her career because you made a fool out of her by remaining stable, remaining in good health, remaining prosperous, and not dying after she did all that trash talking, all that trash talking she did about how she was going to mess you up real good, she's the one that got messed up real good. So she's spiritually attacking you relentlessly because she's depressed, because she has to start to rebuild her life now. She's got to try to rebuild her money. She's got to rebuild her stability. She's got to start from a starting point again. No, you're not an A-list celebrity. You don't just get the part. You got to audition now like everybody else. Get in the back of the line, you frog. Yeah, that's right. You understand? It's like somebody being an A-list celebrity. Oh, they're about to do a movie. Okay, they'll probably just ask me to take the role. I know I have a reputation. You know who I am. Of course, I'm going to be Michael Jackson. I'm going to play. Of course, I'm going to play the Scarecrow in the movie Oz. I mean, did they have another? I mean, they're going to be only if I turn the role down will they get people to audition for the role, because you know who I am. Whoever this person is, they have lost respect in their community. Uh, and people don't have faith in their skills or ability anymore. So she's angry at you because she's operating only out of her logical mind, out of survival, and she lacks empathy and compassion. And uh, she keeps attacking you. Okay. Now, with this Merkaba energy, she is someone that goes and unalives people on the spiritual realm. Okay. Or by attacking them spiritually, even on the physical realm. Okay. But again, she's jacked up with this Merkaba energy now because she don't have the ability anymore or the power to attack you because she can't access your energy. Because universal love in reverse. Because she doesn't have universal love. Let's read that. The frequency of universal love activates the connection that we feel to each other, to our planet, and to the whole of existence itself. When you feel connected to each other and the planet, you embody empathy and compassion. You embody, as a man or as a woman, divine feminine energy. Okay. And that means you have empathy for other people. You understand? So whoever she is, she might have attacked you again today and it fell straight to the ground because she don't have no power. Uh, and she's again, she's the reason she's mad is because you ended her career. Now, back to this Cancer energy. This Cancer is in the Four of Pentacles right now, trying to literally count their coins and pennies and hold on to anything they can hold on to. Okay. And the reason is because they did the same thing that Libra did. They came for you too. And they talked big trash about how you were vulnerable and you were naive and it would be a piece of cake, like taking candy from a baby. Y'all all stand back and watch me and this Libra cook. Watch us cook. We're gonna destroy this divine feminine's life. We're gonna destroy their home. We're gonna destroy their health. We're gonna take everything they love. And then we're going to do a death spell and take them out. And then we're going to dance on their grave and celebrate. And this Cancer warlock energy effed around and found out that things are not always what they seem and what they look like. Yeah, we might look like a piece of cake. We might look like a piece of cake. We look good. Look at that. The Justice card. Y'all saw that. Now they're pulling their energy back because they want to avoid a tower. I know. Because the fates are at play. This can't now back to this what I started the reading off with. This Cancer energy, in observing and watching and stalking you, has developed feelings for you. And because this cult has come apart, because you're a divine feminine and your energy and your ability to survive through what they put you through, okay, physically and spiritually, the attacks against your finances, the attacks to slow you down, just the attacks to make you ill and sick. Uh, in that process, this warlock caught feelings for you and they like you. Okay. But they are an extremely sick, twisted, psychopath individual. And they have a crush on the earth angel. Okay. And the problem is this whole cult has been brought down. Okay, they have been brought down. Okay, a couple of them might still come flying in, attack, 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 attack. Because earlier today there was a Pisces, a Libra, and a Cancer that was all trying to launch an attack. And a goofy Pisces, it might be another one of these goofy tarot card readers, messy Wata, that's getting bad karma for being on the wrong side of things and having the nerve to talk about God. Uh, a goofy Pisces, a Libra, and a Cancer energy, they were all trying to launch an attack, but they weak, of course, with their goofy behinds. Yeah, Fox, that one child, it's a mess. They can't glamour nobody no more. They know what they doing. But the problem is, um, this Cancer caught feelings for you, but they're not good enough to be with you because they're not healed, and they are not a divine masculine because they haven't done their shadow work, and they're a part of a cult that tries to sacrifice people for energy so they can manifest money and abundance for themselves. And all of these people are spiritually sick. And because their days in this cult are over now and they're being retired, his Count Dracula cape is being retired right now. Like, Michael Jordan sneakers get retired. He wears a Count Dracula cape with a hood on it when they do those rituals and walk backwards in a circle, chanting. And wherever these people go to do their goofy ass rituals, where they wear those da no da 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 no radaragor radaragor daragor ragor agor or no radaragor radaragor daragor ragor agor or no radaragor radaragor. Whatever the hell these goofies do, whatever they do when they do their rituals and walk backwards in a circle and have candles lit and the pentacle drawn on the floor, a dead chicken in the middle, a goat's head. I don't know. I've never been to one or seen one before, except in the movies. But that's what they do. This is what they actually do. Okay, and this Cancer warlock, um their days are over for that. They've been His jersey has been retired. His goofy Count Dracula cape has been retired. He might be having bouts of dementia. He don't know how to count no more. He can't add or subtract. And this Libra has been retired too, from their career, wreaking havoc as a witch and a warlock. Okay. She's mad at you. But the reason he's really mad at you is because he had the audacity, after contracting with several other warlock energies that were a part of their cult, to come towards many of you all to catfish you. To see if they could date you after blocking your phone, after mirroring all of your phone screens, everybody that was targeted by this cult, after mirroring your phone screens, and having you followed everywhere you go, to watch and see who you're dating and talking to so that they can make them an offer, or tell them not to talk to you anymore, or get them to go away from you, because you're only allowed to date people that are coming from their cult. Okay. Unbeknownst to you, by the way, you didn't know this, but they've been trying to control who you could date. But because you refuse to date, okay, or date anyone that they send toward you, because they all have the same demon, a demon, a big demon, a large demonic principality over a certain environment can embody several vessels at one time. So all of these men that they have sent toward you are the same exact person in different bodies. You understand? And they all talk the same rhetoric. They all have the same nasty attitude. They all spit red pill rhetoric. They all are in that manosphere, alpha beta male strategy type. I know I'm gonna love bomb you, wear a mask, and build you up. And then when I get to your emotional body, and I bond and bind myself to your emotional body, I'm gonna tear you down. But the problem is, it's a demon. It's a demon that is possessing all of the vessels of the people in this cult. And you recognize that demon's energetic signature in each and every last one of the people, the women and the men. So that's how you recognize them when you're out and about. When you run into people in the park or run into someone in the grocery store or someone approaches you at work, all of them have the same rhetoric. All of them talk the same way. All of them are like zombies. Ugh. All of them are like zombies. So they can't fool you. So now that this cult has been completely dissembled, they're broke, they're getting bad karma, demons and diseases. Okay. This cancer wants to come directly toward you himself and make you an offer for a relationship so that this warlock can get your energy directly from you. But you are like hell to the no, 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 no. You must be out your mind, your mother loving mind. This cancer wants to come directly to you, this vampire, to see if you accept an offer. But energetically, you've rejected him. He already knows he can't come towards you. And because of that, he's pissed off. So he's attacking you every time he recovers from the backfire. Every time he attacks you and he gets a backfire, he's sick and sometimes gets deathly ill. And then when he gets his strength back together, then he comes for you and attacks you again. And then he gets knocked down on his ass and he thinks he's going to die. Might even go to the hospital, get checked out. And then when he heals, after a couple days and gets his strength back together again, then he attacks you spiritually again. And he's furious and angry because he can't get you like he would have been able to get you during a time when the patriarchy was thriving and women did not have the ability to manifest off of their own energy by centering themselves and pouring all their energy, creative skills, and ability, even your physical strength, into them by holding their energy back and not giving it away. You understand? So because you don't give your sexual energy away, okay? You ever seen a real strong man that like in the Tyler Perry movie, Why Did I Get Married To? You remember Tyler Perry, Why Did I Get Married To? And he played her husband and he was outside chopping wood or doing something. Or was it Why Did I Get Married One? And they were like, man, you got a lot of energy. Why are you so strong? And he's like, I don't know. My wife ain't gave me none in a while. When you don't have sex in a long time and that energy doesn't leave your body through your sexual organs, where does that energy go? It goes to your creative mind. You become sharper in your thinking. Your mind explodes with ideas. You become more creative and you become stronger. You're really, really strong, like physically. And you're like, man, I got a lot of energy. And yeah, hey, Empress Love Love. Hey, Rainbow Warrior, all different types. Hey, y'all. But Fox that one, Bass Rocket, and everybody else. Uh, the most high house. But you understand, when you don't have sex, when you're not having sex or not having sex a lot, or you're conservative with your sexual energy, it goes to your mind and it goes to your strength, your physical strength. Suddenly, you then paid all your bills, you got your whole house in order, you got your books in order, things that you have not focused on in years that you needed to do. You cleaned out your basement and organized it, and then you decided to paint 3 rooms in your house. When you are not having sex, all that energy suddenly you're able to channel into self-improvement for yourself, for your environment, for your home, for anything that you want to channel that energy into. Okay. And this man is completely infuriated that a lot of women, and you in particular, are centering yourselves and decentering men. Now, we're not talking about decentering good men, okay? What we're talking about is trying to get approval, trying to make somebody happy that can't be made happy because they're actually gaslighting you. Someone that's finding ways to get your energy in a negative way. Toxic relationships, emotionally codependent relationships, where all your energy is being drained from you, trying to get someone to respect your feelings and emotions, trying to get someone to work with you to have a balanced, healthy, functional relationship. Women are decentering toxic men that have not done their shadow work, and pouring that energy that they would be begging for improvement, begging for emotional intelligence, begging for emotional responsibility, begging for you to show up in a certain way. All that energy is draining. Your energy, like in Dragon Ball Z cartoon, uh, all of the work, the emotional labor you pour into trying to mold or communicate with somebody to get them to treat and respect you a certain way, that drains your energy levels lower and lower and lower and lower and lower and lower and lower until you're depleted of energy. And finally, you look a mess. Your complexion, you look gray, and your face is flushed. Your hair is kind of, you understand, when you've been in a relationship with someone that's draining your energy in a negative way, it's because you've been pouring all your energy into trying to get them to reciprocate to you what you're trying to pour into them. Okay. So when you decenter men and you pour all that energy that you would be pouring into trying to fix somebody else into yourself, it makes you a powerhouse. Yeah, it makes you a powerhouse. So whoever you are, this Cancer is pissed off because they feel like if only you were in bad health and you couldn't work, if only you didn't have the ability to manifest your own money and stability, I could have you in a situation where I wouldn't have to be in alignment and do shadow work and balance my divine masculine and divine feminine energy and work on myself to be with you. I could make you be with me. It's a reaction. It's a reaction because they're conditioned dealing with a whole bunch of women that operate in toxic masculine energy. They're used to dealing with a whole bunch of women that operate in toxic masculine energy. Yes, women embody toxic masculinity as well. And men have toxic feminine energy as well. You understand? Because they're used to dealing with women with toxic masculine energy, meaning they act out of survival mode, and they might act malicious and make very strategic decisions that are logical, but they are also cruel and they lack empathy and compassion, and it's out of survival. Okay. And out of survival, if I got to be with this man so I can have food on my table and a roof over my head and what I need, I'll give him fake feminine energy. I'll wear a mask for him. I'll pretend that he's the best at everything. And I'll act like I like him and have feelings for him. And I'll put on a good act for him and give him the fake energy he wants. I'll pretend for his friends and make him look good. And I'm going to wear a mask and I'll be myself in the little moments I get alone to myself. I'll be able to be myself, but I have to put on a mask. He's used to dealing with women that have toxic masculine energy, that don't embody empathy and compassion. They have to be very strategic and cutting to survive. But because you're very balanced and you're very stable and have a strong foundation on your own, he can't dangle the money in front of you, the stability, a roof over your head, food. He can't utilize those things to get you into the energy or to get the energy from you that he wants. And that's why he's attacking you. That's why he's pissed off. He's like, I am a man. I should not have to. And you don't want him, obviously. Whoever you are, you don't want no warlock that's been doing death spells on you. But he's really pissed off because he feels like I should not have to. I should not have to go through all of this with any woman to try. I shouldn't have to alter myself, work on myself, or have to even think about anything other than making money. As a man, if I have money and I can dangle it in your face, you should be so desperate and needy for money that I can just get you to instantly cooperate with me and give me cooperation. And that's why he keeps healing after attacking you and getting knocked on his ass, and coming back and attacking you again, because he knows you will not accept him. You don't want him energetically. He knows that you won't accept him. He's not healed. He's not your match. He hasn't done shadow work. He's got healing work. He's got bad karma from what him and that Libra did, and he can't ever come towards you. And he's mad because he cannot have you without being a vibrational match. When back in the day, he would have been able to have you by simply having some money, and that's it. And that's why he's angry. So that's the reference I'm making to a collective reaction that a lot of women are getting as a result of pulling their energy back from the collective masculines on the planet and using their energy only for themselves now. It's like a protest. It's literally like a spiritual and energetic protest going on. Like, evolve. You either evolve, or we will use every ounce and inch of our energy only for ourselves, to make ourselves better and to make ourselves happy, and to build by ourselves for ourselves. Not because we hate men, but because we demand respect and we demand reciprocity. And if we can't get that, we would rather keep our energy to ourselves. You understand? So this man keeps attacking you. He does the same thing the Libra does. They were a part of this cult, and they used to do death spells on people and unalive them, or spell work to make you homeless, or to affect your finances, or to make you sick, or gang stalk you on your job, or hack your devices, and have access to every aspect of your life to block you. And he's mad that that whole cult has been brought down, and he can't come toward you now in the physical and make force you to accept an offer, because he failed to make you homeless. He failed to make you broke. He failed to completely bring you to your knees begging for help. Now I don't have to do no work. I can just put a roof over your head, give you a couple of bucks, make sure you can get a little food in your stomach, and I could do the absolute minimum for you, and you can forget about showing up in any type of a way other than a roof over your head and a couple of dollars for food. And that pisses him off. And that's pissing a lot of, not all men, listen, not all men, but that pisses a lot of men off right now in 2025. The fact that I can't, like I told you with my father, the only time I get this, what feels like nurturing, and attention, is when I know that you're hungry and you need something, and now you're interested and you want to have a conversation with me, and I could talk about what's going on in my life. But if you're talking to a 14, 15, 16-year old, they not they're at a stage in their life where they want to assimilate with people their own age. But I just remember, that energy of, I want attention, I want nurturing, I want love, I want affection, I want people to care, I want someone to care about me, to ask about my day and talk to me. And the only time I can get that type of energy is when you need food and when you need money. And that's what's happening on a collective level. It's a huge reaction right now. It's reactive anger and reactive aggression to something that has been a certain way for a very long time. And it's a shock to a lot of people's system to suddenly have to actually do work and to work a muscle that has not been worked, a muscle that you never had to work, and your daddy didn't have to work, and your daddy's daddy didn't have to work. I'm not talking about all men again, but my daddy's daddy didn't have to work that muscle, that right brain, the muscles in the right brain. We didn't have to work that. We didn't have to work that muscle. All we had to do was survive and make sure we had money to pay the bills. We didn't have to work the right side of our brain, only the left side. So it's like a shock, like, do what? We never go in that part of the house. I'm not going over there. It's probably cobwebs over there and everything. It's no light over there. It's nothing over there. We haven't even been in that part of the house since we bought this house 50 years ago. It's probably cobwebs. Don't even know if that part of the house gets electric or air or heat or anything. That's that right brain thinking. Never had to exercise that muscle. So right now, this Cancer energy I'm picking up on is trying to hold on to what little they have. They're furious because they can't come toward you. Whoever you are, you believe in romantic love. You believe in someone loving you from a heart space through a mental connection. You believe in a connection between your mind, your heart, and your sex, your sexual organs. You understand? You believe that all three need to be connected: your heart, your mind, and the sex, not just the sexual part. You understand? That's romantic love, because you're exchanging caring, love, which emanates from your heart. You're exchanging getting to know somebody. You care about what they think. You listen to them. You talk to them, and then they talk to you, and you listen and you hear them, and get the mental exchange to allow someone to fall in love with you and to care about you genuinely from a heart space. Romantic love. What is dynamic? And this is the dynamic here. This person, what I just described to you, uh, this person, they're not used to having to connect to the mind and the heart. I can just give money and that's it. And you bring your ass over here. The Queen of Pentacle reverse. Right now, there might be somebody that is very a very shallow, selfish type energy. Is that's about to be homeless. The Nine of Pentacle reverse. There's a Queen of Pentacle reverse energy. There's someone else here that was a part of their cult that's about to be homeless. That was in that energy, but they failed to get your energy. A fire sign. This Page of Wands. There was also a younger fire sign that is also like, this is a feminine, but she's a man on the inside. She has the mind of a man. This Libra and this fire sign are two women, but both of these women are men on the inside. And what I mean by that is they are men on the inside. That means they operate out of strict left brain thinking, but they have toxic masculinity. They're very toxic. They're backbiting, backstabbing, cold cutting, can't be trusted, liars, deceptive, win at all costs type energies. I'll say and do anything without empathy and compassion. I'll hurt somebody. I'll kill somebody. I'll unalive somebody. I'll do whatever I have to do to get what I want. Yeah, that's toxic masculine energy. And I'm not talking about men here. I'm talking about men and women, because we have both masculine and feminine energy. We both have a masculine and feminine side of our brain, the left and right brain. All right. So without further ado, I know I talk. Let's jump into the read. So there's someone about to be homeless. That so there are a couple of people that were a part of this cult that are taking it out on you, that they couldn't unalive you in this cult. They're taking it out on you that they couldn't end your life and continue moving forward with this cult. You ruined all of their careers as occultists. Okay, or at least you ruined the life of a Libra, Cancer, and a fire sign, and they're pissed off at you, and that's why they keep coming at you, because they still think, if I could just, let's try one more time. I don't understand. It's worked with so many people. What they don't understand is you came for them. You came here to bring these people their karma. That's why they couldn't kill you. It's worked with so many other people in the past that might not have been as spiritually ranked as you are, but because you came there to serve these people karma, they could never kill you. They could never take you out. They will die and transition before you ever will. What is the energy crown in this read? Dang. Okay. Somebody was trying to get away with the death. They were still trying to do some more death magic on you, to see if they could unalive you, because they're mad because their contract ended. Okay. And it ended because they couldn't drain your energy. They were using your energy to attack you before you had a realization, spiritual awakening in your life. These people in this cult have been a part of your life for many, many years, and you were unaware of them because they operate under the radar. And what they do is when you're in an unhealed state and you haven't completed all of your lessons and cycles, you might be in a toxic relationship with someone. And being in a toxic relationship with someone, uh, they are able to incite anger in you, emotional instability, through sadness, through pain, through manipulation, through affecting your confidence, low self esteem, a whole lot of different issues that stem from childhood conditioning that you don't find out about until you get into a relationship and something is mirrored to you that you don't like, and you don't know why you or how you ended up in a relationship with someone that's mirroring some behavior to you that you don't like, and you deal with it until you want to put a stop to it for good, and you deep dive and do your self-reflection shadow work, and that's when you start reflecting on, why do I think like this? Where does this way of thinking and behaving come from? And that's when you start looking at your childhood and looking at who conditioned your mind and what you saw and experienced and how you were treated, because however you were treated as a child is how you're conditioned to allow other people to treat you. You're not going to see anything wrong with it if you were born being treated a certain way all through your childhood, because that's your norm. That's how you're conditioned for either respect or disrespect. Okay. So, and we all have different lessons. This is not everybody's lesson. Other people, yeah, some people were loved and treated properly in their relationships, in their childhood, and they might have a different lesson than you. We all have different lessons. We come here for different, lessons. So, somebody wanted to get away with something and they had an ego death. What's the obstacle? The obstacle is you have evolved into the Empress, possibly a long time ago, but uh, these people have to accept that. You don't do toxic relationships anymore. That was during the years when you were in those lessons and you were learning lessons and completing and closing out cycles. But you have become the Empress, and you've been the Empress for some time now, and you're not accepting any offers. What happened in the recent past? In the recent past, I can't make it up, child. In the recent past, these people got stuck in a cycle doing death spells on you. I can't make it up. Yeah. Just in this recent past, these people were stuck in a cycle. Just keep doing it. Do it again. Do it again. Just keep doing it. Do it over and over again. No, she's gonna die tonight. I promise you. Oh no, that sister is not gonna wake up in the morning. She gonna die tonight. She gonna die. She gonna die tonight. Somebody gonna die tonight. I'm sick of this. We used to be so good at it. These people got stuck literally in a cycle, doing death spell after death spell after death spell, death spell. They do death spells when you go on to bed. They do death spells all through the night when you go to sleep. And then you wake up in the morning, they still driving by your home and throwing death spells at you and doing death magic and astral projecting to you and carrying on. When I tell you, waiting for the new moon, waiting for the full moon, death spell after death spell after death spell. I don't care. Follow them in their car. We need 3 people following them in their car and just keep uttering curses at them until they crash their car. This cult, whatever this cult is, this cult had a reputation. Oh, when you give us the contract to take somebody out, we get it done. And that's why you came to bring them judgment. Because when someone puts a contract on your head and they get to following you around, they want you, and you don't go in the time frame they wanted you to go, they become extra aggressive, and they'll send cult members out. Wait, oh, she's leaving her house, and they'll drive beside you and behind you, and all of them will be cursing you while you're driving to the grocery store, and then they'll turn around and drive back with you, cursing you, even sometime uh moving their car toward you in a sudden jerk, like they're going to hit you, hoping that you'll jerk and crash. This cult is very, very aggressive. And they thought that if they kept doing death spells over and over and over and over again and following you everywhere, doing spell work and cursing you, that it would happen. And it didn't happen. So they became more aggressive and started, they felt like, oh, we're not doing it enough. Repetition. We gotta do it in shifts. When you get tired, we need somebody ready to pick up where they left off and just keep it going. So that's what's been happening. Right now, this is what's going on in the energy. Okay. Somebody might have got more than what they bargained for, because right now somebody can't stand their ground. Right now, somebody can't defend something, or they can't defend themselves against something. Someone kicks somebody out their energy. The Five of Pentacles reverse. Somebody that worked with somebody. Tell me about this Three of Pentacles. Or this could be their career. They're fighting. These cult members are fighting. And they're fighting because they can't kill you. And they feel like it's ruining and ending everyone's career. And retiring their goofy capes and whatever else they wear when they're doing their goofy ceremonies. Because they can't drain your energy. They can't even access your energy. And that's what they're fighting about right now in this Five of Wands. Who is this? Who is this Seven of Wands reverse? Okay. Someone can't create an illusion about you either to solicit more help in trying to kill you. See, they know what their agenda is, which is to unalive you and sacrifice you. But other outside people outside of their cult that they want to bring in, other spiritual practitioners that might work in the light, or just other people that they want to get to help them to do things to you, they would need to give them a good reason, because most people aren't just going to go hard in the paint to unalive and kill somebody that's innocent, that hasn't done anything to anybody. Okay. They got to be careful who they ask and solicit help from. Like, you want me to do what? Why? What? Why are y'all trying to kill her? What happened? What did they do? Oh, nothing. But they have and embody this godly energy. They have the source of God's power on earth inside of their womb. And we can't have sex with them, and they won't have sex with anyone to let us harness their energy. So if we just kill them and sacrifice them, we're gonna do some spell work and manifest some money. You in? Get the hell off my goddamn steps. I'm just saying. Can you imagine these people like outside of their cult, because they can't kill you, trying to recruit other people that are outside of this cult? And you want me to what? That's outrageous. Why? And then when they explain why, and then smile after they give their spiel, they smile and cock their head to the side and like, get the hell off my steps. It sounds insane. To normal balanced people, that sounds crazy. Oh, well, we want to do a blood sacrifice so we can get gifts and money. We'll pay you money if you help us. Okay. They couldn't so what they needed to do to recruit more people to help them to follow you, to do things to you, try to poison your food if you order food somewhere, whatever they were doing where you live, they would need to create a reason for these people to attack you. But they would need to create an illusion about who you are as a person and try to make it seem like you're a bad person, or you're some kind of drug addicted prostitute that prostituted your children out. That they needed to turn you into some kind of monster in people's eyes so that they would go along with it. But they can't create an illusion about who you are. You keep to yourself. You're a hermit. They can't create an illusion about you. So they're fighting right now. They're fighting right now because whoever you are, you're getting justice in your life. That means anything that any imbalances these people have created for you, everything is about to be balanced for you, and you're going to get your complete wish fulfillment in life. Everything, your prosperity in good friendships, good relationships. You're going to attract the people, places, and things that are for your highest good because you're an empress and you have the right boundaries and you have a balanced heart chakra, and you know who to extend your energy to and who to keep it closed off to. You have very strong boundaries and love at the same time. So that means you know how to keep the bad people out and only assimilate with other good people, such as yourself, or you will remain a hermit. You will remain in hermit energy, and you will only connect with people that serve your highest good. Amen. Amen. All right, let's pull these cards and see what else is going on. I want to know about what this fighting is right now. Who's in this Five of Wands energy? And you know what? I am so sorry. I didn't even pull the QUAN Oracle cards. Oh, yes, I did. I apologize. I actually did put the QUAN Oracle card. Didn't I? I don't remember. Okay. Who's fighting right now? The Nine of Swords? Somebody that's losing sleep? Who's fighting right now? Who is it? Like, we really care, but so somebody, someone that is aware that somebody might have breadcrumbed somebody. Someone might have tried their hand with you, and they might have approached you and taken the advice from someone in this cult on how to handle you. And the way they came at you, they probably got rejected. And they realize who you are and what you are, and now they're kicking themselves because they wish that I feel like this is someone that wishes that the first time that they met you, that they pursued you in the right way. I feel like someone had bad intentions for you that came toward you that did not know your value and worth. Okay. And they were given advice from this cult that might have solicited them to catfish you, to come at you in a macho way and in a breadcrumbing way and be disrespectful. And you would love it. Oh, yeah, she'll love that. Yeah, play a game, set up a date and then ghost her, or tell her, get her phone number and then don't call her. Wait for a whole month and then text her one word at a time. Matter of fact, text her one word a day. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm telling you, this is how you get her in check from the gate, from the door going in. Somebody gave somebody some advice and told them how to approach you that was supposed to catfish you. And they gave them bad advice coming in from the gate, but then again, their intentions are bad anyway. And this is when they didn't know who you were. And then later on, when that person recognized your divinity, and they realized the value in you, and started recognizing how valuable a person that's honest, transparent, loving, giving, healthy, has a healthy mind, a balanced ego, a practical mindset, very confident, not insecure. How all these traits in a woman create value to her as a partner. That's valuable because that's somebody you can connect with, that you can trust. That's someone you can be vulnerable with. That's somebody you feel safe around. So that means your root chakra is going to be balanced and you're going to have a healthy relationship, and you get to let your guards down, which allows you to be freed up to make more money now because you are with someone you trust. You understand? When you're in a relationship where you don't feel emotionally safe with a person because you're not completely sure if they're for you, because they're not transparent and direct and honest with you, and they're unhealed, so they project sometime and they trigger your insecurities, you don't feel safe with that person 100%. So you're checking on them and you're scared to let your guard down and you hold back from them. And you might even break from them and do all these things. And it affects you from being able to focus when it's time to get your bag and get your money. It makes you stingy and afraid to give to them, because what if you backstab and betray me and embarrass me to my whole family after, and my friends and community, and I've given you all I had, or given you without restraint because I trusted and loved you, and you embarrassed me. Somebody now sees the value in having someone of substance and quality, high quality, that operates in a high vibration, that has integrity. They see the value in that because it allows you to be free to work, make money, and manifest abundance, because none of your energy while you're in the energy of manifesting and working has to go toward worrying, experiencing fear or anxiety, or checking up to make sure someone's not cheating on you, or looking to see who that. None of that. All of your energy is going into working and manifesting your money, and because you don't have any worries, you feel safe. You feel safe at home. By the time somebody saw your true value and the value in having someone that's not toxic, someone that knows how to reflect and not project and trigger your insecurities, by the time this person realized that, it was too late, because they acted so childish with you upon whatever initial meeting you had. And now it's because they did that they can't come toward you a second time. They're not going to get their wish fulfillment. And you're about to get your complete wish fulfillment. And now they feel backstabbed and betrayed by a fire sign. This fire sign is the one that gave them the bad advice in how to come through the door acting like a fool. Like in the very, very beginning, as soon as you meet her, act like a fool. Act like a damn fool. Lose your temper. Set up a date and then ghost them, and then wait for about 2 weeks, and then text them one word, hey. Excuse me. Text them one word. Text them, hey. When you see weird behaviors like this, it might be somebody that's trying to do spiritual work on you. For the younger people that might not recognize this or these signs, and you're like, that's so weird. Why would you set up a date and then just ghost out the blue and wait 2 weeks and then text message one word, hey? That's somebody that's probably doing some spiritual work on you and trying to see if how you respond to that. That's testing or taking your temperature, that wants the energy harvest from you, because they're waiting for, that's outrageous, right? So if they do something outrageous, they expect an outrageous emotional response from you. And that outrageous emotional response, if you're that woman, is what they're going to use to do spell work with your energy, that negative energy. You understand? So whoever this person is, a fire sign advised them to do something stupid, ghost you, text you one word a day, or something stupid like that. Don't use complete sentences. Let them come to you. Whatever advice this fire sign gave them, they feel backstabbed and betrayed by this fire sign right now. And this is the reason why they're fighting. They're in some kind of fight or conflict with the fire sign that was a part of this cult, because this person really likes you, and they set them up. But then again, this was their lesson. Their lesson that was mirrored to them was to lean into their own intuition, to have empathy and compassion and treat people like you want to be treated. Stop trying to hurt and cause misfortune for others. It's ignorant that you'll get good karma in the form of a good woman if you think you can cause misfortune in the form of hurting someone's feelings or disturbing their emotions. That's ignorance. This person got mirrored to them who they are. They're a follower and not a leader. They don't listen to their own mind. They're not connected to their own intuition. They lack wisdom and foresight. They learn some things about themselves. They learn that they're easily influenced and they can't think for themselves. They learn that they took bad advice and they don't have any foresight to recognize bad advice when they're getting it. So they've got some spiritual work to do. This wasn't by coincidence or accident. This was a lesson they came here for, that was mirrored to them by someone that robbed them of an opportunity of being with the divine feminine. All right, let's get into these cards. What are the messages? What are the messages this evening? They said put that down and to pull these out instead. Okay. I can't make it up. I can't make it up. That's why they told me to put them down and get the other one. Okay. He or she got this person to work against you because they have low self-esteem and need to heal. So that's what they want me to talk about. Okay. So whoever this person is, they're emotionally codependent to validation. So why are they emotionally codependent to validate? Why do they need validation from another person? This is going into the reason and their lesson that was mirrored to them getting this bad advice from a fire sign. Whoever this person is that got this bad advice, they have low self-esteem. And when you have low self-esteem, you fear rejection. You need people to reaffirm you. You need people to accept you. You need to feel accepted and loved. You need to feel um, you need to feel confident. And you don't feel confident by yourself. So the confidence you get is when other people tell you you did a good job, you're doing the right thing. When other people validate your behavior, we approve. When this is someone that seeks approval from anybody, good or bad, they seek approval, and the people that they seek approval from give them bad advice. And the reason they seek other people's approval is because they're not confident within themselves, because they have low self esteem and they need to heal. So, whoever this person is that took bad advice from someone that got them to work against you, they have low self esteem and they need to heal. So, that's a personal journey that's done in shadow work of self reflection. Where does my self esteem come from? Why don't I feel confident in listening to my own inner voice? Why don't I have empathy and compassion for another person, not to want to hurt somebody? I have to address these three issues. Why don't I care? Why am I so cold hearted and not care about harming another person? And why do I have low self esteem? And why do I not lean to my own intuition and guidance? Why do I need other people to guide me? I can give one. There are many different reasons a person could be easily led that touch me. But one of the reasons that somebody might not ever think for themselves and might go to other people to tell them what to do all the time is we got to be careful with our children. Of course, children are children and you have to make decisions for them. But if you grow up in a culture or if you grow up around a lot of adults that are overly controlling and you don't have a voice as a child and you're never allowed to make any decisions at all whatsoever, of course the adults are going to make the ultimate decisions, but we also have to allow our children to make their own decisions that could lead to negative results at times too, uh, and so that they can learn to think in their own mind, is it a good idea to do this? Okay, I am going to do this. And then when they do it, if it was a bad idea and it turned out bad, they can, that's the lesson. Oh, wow. So when I do this, this happens. Okay. But they're exercising their brain in going within to make their own decision. If you have overbearing parents or you're raised in a community where you're never allowed to make any decision at all for yourself, that muscle doesn't get exercised because you're used to always someone making decisions for you. And if that happens for too long in your life, when you go into adulthood and go out on your own, you're not used to using that muscle. So you're not around your parents or the people you grew up with in your environment anymore. So decision is, you're facing a decision and you're looking around for someone to tell you, somebody's supposed to tell me what to do, because that's how I was raised. Someone always told me what to do for every aspect of my life. And when I say that, I'm not talking about big decisions. I'm talking about smaller decisions. Like if your son or daughter starts a business, lemonade stand, cuts grass. Should I go ahead and let this person and cut their grass for free? Normally they pay me, but they said they don't have any money to pay me. I don't know. That's a decision you're going to have to make on your own. Uh, do you trust them? Good business relationship with this person? They always pay you to cut their grass. Uh, they asked me to just get it for them this time. All right, well, make the decision. Do you want to do it or not? That's your decision. I'm talking about smaller decisions like that. Okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut that person's grass and give them a freebie. And then they go cut that person's grass, and then they don't get them on the next one. They gave them a freebie, and then they try to get another freebie out of them. And they're like, "Hey, wait a minute! You used to pay me to cut your grass, and now I'm doing it for free and doing it for free again. I don't like that. I expected you to pay me every time. I did you a favor that one time. I didn't like what you just did. Okay." They learned a lesson. You understand? So that's one way a person might not listen to their own intuition, or they might not be used to making their own decisions. That can happen in childhood from having overly controlling parents. Okay. And that will bleed into their adult life. All right. What are the messages? What are the messages? What are the messages? Somebody keeps doing beauty spells on you. Somebody that might be in a codependent marriage or relationship. We'll see. Do an A cleanse. Ciao, bye. Somebody keeps doing beauty spells on you. A new car or an almost new car. There's going to be a blizzard. This came out 3 times in my pre-shuffle over the past few days, and I was like, I'll deal with it later because I keep getting these natural disasters. But they want me to address something about a blizzard that might be coming this winter. Okay, something about someone's inheritance too. They want me to talk about it. Okay, it might be karma because of someone's inheritance being stolen from them. It could be a whole group of people that something might happen in a blizzard. Somebody does beauty spells on you. Child, don't worry about it. If somebody does beauty spells on you, what they're telling you is that you're beautiful. Okay, you don't do beauty spells on someone that's ugly. Okay, and beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But you do not do beauty spells on someone that's ugly. The whole hence beauty spell. If you're doing a beauty spell on someone, it's because you don't want them to look beautiful, and they look beautiful. So if someone's doing beauty spells on you, it's because you're beautiful. Okay. And you can do an A cleanse if you choose to or not. Okay. Let's talk about this. That's the truth, because you're beautiful. The Ace of Swords. That's the truth. That is the truth. And the clarity. I got y'all. I'm talking to, my guys, y'all. It's no one in here with me. Uh, this could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, that has bad karma. Someone could have Aquarius in their chart. Yeah, that's doing a beauty spell. Clarify this beauty spell energy. Someone that's burdened because they couldn't create an illusion about you. So somebody might have someone with a heavy earth placement in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, that's doing beauty spells on someone in my collective, because they wanted to smear your name or reputation, and they couldn't, and they were burdened, so they went to doing beauty spells. That is so weird. What is this Queen of Pentacles problem? What is this Queen of Pentacles problem? You're self-sufficient and single. You're single, self-sufficient, independent. and they might be in a financially codependent marriage, or they was in a lot of relationships they're in, they're financially codependent, and they wanted to get away with something. They were trying to get away with something. And this is somebody that can't regulate or control their emotions. They could have an earth placement and a Pisces or water placement in their chart. uh, what is this, a new car or an almost new car? What is this, a new car, a nine of pentacles, a king of swords? Hmm. Somebody might be an earth sign, or somebody could have done something for a new car or an almost new car. I made that card for gang stalking energy, but it can be used for anything. Because oftentimes, how they get a lot of these younger people to join their groups and gang stalk and do stuff, they offer them a new car or an almost new car. And they're like, oh my God, all I have to do is follow them around with sunglasses on to try to intimidate them. Or all I have to do is drive by their house every night at 7 o'clock and make this car make that exploding noise and rev up the engine to try to, scare them or whatever, and make stupid car noises like an idiot. And I get a new or almost new car, sign me up. What kind of group is this? Sure, I'll join your cult. Yeah. And I get to have sex, and I'm going to get some demons and diseases from one of these witches in here. Oh, baby, give me what you got. You're contagious. Touch me, baby. Give me what you got. Somebody got a new car and now they're upset. A Hierophant energy. Someone might have Taurus in their chart. They got a new car possibly to do something to you. You might be that Nine of Pentacles. And now they feel like they're stuck in a cycle. They might have planned something in this night energy, and they might have had a tower with a fire sign, or they might be in this night energy and they feel defeated. Who's this person that got this new car or an almost new car to do something to you? An air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy, someone that's watched. Oh, they were watching you, that can't regulate their emotions. Somebody might have gotten a new car and that was payment to work for them, following you around and just watching you. And they might have been following you around in a car, just watching you if you're gang stalked. And what happened? What was the tower? They wanted to commit a crime against you. The Page of Pentacles is something unethical. The Page of Pentacles reverse is something unethical, something lacking integrity, dishonest, stealing, theft, deception. What crime were they going to commit following you around in a new car or an almost new car? Something, some kind of addictive, toxic energy. The devil. What's the devil? That could, some addiction. What were they going to try to catfish you or something? Clarify that devil card. Young men and young women, y'all be careful about somebody being impressed by somebody driving a nice car, trying to come talk to you and date you. Listen up, y'all. You don't never know. Don't judge a book by its cover. I told y'all, some of these people that's driving a whole Bentley might be sleeping in a 2-bedroom apartment on an air mattress with 10 people, and they might take turns with that Bentley. Some of these people that might try to come talk to you, got a real nice car, might not even work or have a job. They might have been offered by some cult they're a part of a car to go out and to drain energy of divine people, see if they could catfish them, pick them up in a club, have sex, and drain their energy. You don't know. Don't be impressed by things such that are so superficial, such as a new car or an almost new car. That's just a message for any young people, because you don't know how that person got that car. I mean, it's people that have nice cars because they work hard or they just have money, but also don't be impressed because you don't know if they're there to hurt you, and if that car is a form of payment that they got because they have some kind of plans for you spiritually. So What kind of crime was this they were going to commit? Tell me about it. To clarify the Page of Pentacle reverse. The Knight of Pentacle reverse, this has to do with work. Or they were going to orchestrate something. So they were going to plan and orchestrate something childish. They were going to try to be childish with you. Spell work. So somebody was following you around in a car that they were given as a gift to be a part of some cult or to do something for a cult that's gang stalking you. And they were supposed to follow you around and throw spell work at you. The same thing I was talking about earlier. But the spell work backfired and they had a tower. Well, what was their tower moment? Well, they took very quick action after somebody made them this offer for the new car. And what was this tower moment? What happened? Um, uh, they had to release something and let something go because they didn't have any effect on you doing the magic. And now that person's stressed out. Okay, so right now that person's dealing with some burdens for taking this quick karmic action against you because somebody put a new car in front of their face. They took a risk for a fire sign or a Queen of Wands energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius is the one that offered them a new car, almost new car, to follow you and throw magic at you. And now, why are they stressed out in the Nine of Swords? Yeah, they made them some kind of spiritual. They made some kind of offer. Does someone want to apologize or something for following you and throwing magic? The Ace of Wands reverse. It didn't have the effect on you that they wanted it to. So now somebody, whoever gave this person this new car, right now they can't sleep at night. Something's wrong with them. What's wrong with? Clarify that Nine of Swords reverse. What is the Nine of Swords reverse? Clarify the Nine of Swords reverse. They can't sleep. They might just watch you now. And this is justice. They're stressed out. It didn't work out. Maybe did they take the car from them? Did they take that new car from them? Or almost new car? Someone took action and they're sad because someone got fired? Three of Pentacles reverse? Oh, somebody got fired from their job. Somebody might have got fired from their job and lost their job. And then the person that made them the offer, kicked them out their energy. You see how these people treat you? They offer you a new car to do spell work and to drive around and stalk an innocent person, minding their business, once again. And then you end up losing your job, and the person that you accepted the offer from, well, that's not my problem, and we're not going to work with you anymore either. And then they cut you off and discard you. Whoever this person is, they're stressed out now because they got fired from their job, and whoever made them the offer cut them off. Good for them. I hope this is a lesson. These lessons are good. Okay, a Queen of Cups. Someone could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, a mother figure. This might be a Pisces. This could be a toxic Pisces. Someone could have Taurus in their chart. This person now can't sleep. They're stressed out now about something. The Hierophant reverse. Whatever contract someone gave them for a new car to follow you around and throw magic, the contract is over because they were not effective on you and they got fired. And now they're burdened because they got fired from their job and somebody cut them off. Ciao. All right. Let's talk about this inheritance. What is this inheritance energy, please? And thank you, other card deck. Someone might have Leo in their chart, sun, moon, or rising. Somebody could have gotten some bad news. Someone may have gotten bad news. Okay. Wow, a Leo and a Cancer. I was telling you about a Libra, a Leo, and a Cancer in the beginning of the reading. These people have been watching you, and it has something to do with someone's inheritance. Let's talk about it, Spirit. So these people were contracted that are a part of this cult to watch you because it has something to do with some inheritance. This could be a spiritual inheritance of gifts, or this could be some type of money, land, property, real estate. Someone has been very childish with you. A Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, King of Swords energy, and a Leo. So these are people that were contracted to keep an eye on you and gang stalk you because you have the Ace of Pentacles. You got some inheritance. This is money. And here's the Cancer Warlock, the Knight of Cups reverse. So this Leo, air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, and this Cancer, the three of them that started the beginning of the reading with, were all contracted in this cult to gang stalk you, to follow you, and then to get your energy and drain you, but they couldn't, and then do death spells on you to unalive you and take your life. And it's because you have some inheritance here, the Ace of Pentacles. Tell me more about this inheritance, Holy Spirit. The Temperance. Someone could be a Sagittarius. Something's going to be balanced out. Somebody can't move forward with what they were trying to get away with doing. Clarify this Page of Cups. Clarify this Page of Cups, please, and thank you. Somebody could have made an offer, like a spiritual offer, that could have been saying something in a very sharp, harsh, disrespectful way. They could have lied on you. Somebody might have lied on you. The Page of Cups is a younger Pisces, so that they could move forward. Okay, Pisces energy again. The King of Cups reverse is Pisces energy. The Hangman is Pisces energy. The Page confirmation. This is all Pisces energy. There's a Page of Cups. That could be a younger Pisces. Someone could be younger than you. That's a Pisces. The King of Cups and the Hangman, all Pisces energy. Someone that can't regulate their emotions, that might have tried to sacrifice you. A Pisces. They might have made a spiritual offer to sacrifice you, but they couldn't do it. They were contracted to do this to you because something's going to get balanced out because you have inheritance. Who's this Queen of Cups? This here could be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Somebody is in a mental imprisonment, or something about jail or keeping someone stuck. Clarify this Nine of Swords. Clarify the Nine of Swords. The Four of Wands reverse. Somebody was in a mental imprisonment about you leaving a community or not being in a marriage. Ha! This is marriage. Ha! This is it. So somebody has some inheritance, and a Pisces, a Cancer, a Leo, and a Libra were all contracted that were a part of a cult to do some spell work to put you into a vulnerable position of bad health or loss of finance, homelessness, so that you be desperate and need help and you be forced into a marriage with somebody. And whoever you got married to, they would be privy to your inheritance. They were going to do spell work on you and either make you crazy, or they were going to find a way to take your money from you, this inheritance money. They didn't want you to find out about your inheritance money while you're single. They wanted to connect someone to you in marriage on paper before you got your money. So that they'll have an angle and a way in to access your money legally. So they went to doing spell work on you. But when that didn't work and you remained single, they started trying to drain your energy to make you sick. And when they couldn't do that either, make you homeless or sick, they started doing death spells to have you killed and unalived. And their whole issue is they needed you to be married to somebody before. So somebody that knows about your inheritance has been keeping it a secret and hidden from you so that they could get you into a marriage with someone that they send toward you before you get this inheritance. Child, I cannot. That child, child. Y'all know the Ace of Swords is the truth and the clarity. They said it's a lot more to it, but basically that's the truth of this situation. The Ace of Swords in reverse means that's the truth, but there's more to it, more to the story. And they're furious because they couldn't kill you, and they couldn't force you into a marriage with one of their people, so they could take your money from you. Wow. And they're unhappy because they're unhappy with whatever type of illusion they tried to create about you to get help and to solicit help doing this to you. Taking all these risks to end your life. Yo. Taking all these risks to end your life and kill you. Child. What else? So the Hierophant, these people, some of these people work for the government. And I didn't told y'all before, this King of Pentacle reverse, shallow energy, greedy, selfish, self-serving, type shallow energy. I told y'all before with this government energy, the Hierophant could represent a government agency. I told y'all before, there are people that work in the NSA, CIA, FBI, that are part of cults and covens, where because they have access to your personal information and they know about money that might be slated for some of you all, if they think there's a way they can steal it from you because they're privy to the knowledge or your personal information, they can hack your bank accounts. No, they can't hack my bank account. They're not allowed to. But they do. They do. No, but I changed my passwords and I have a protection. Shut up. It don't matter about password this, password that. I have an extra double lock on. They can go in your bank account. They can look at anything they want. They can override any passport. Okay? They can override. Did I say passport? They can override any password. Somebody might be traveling with a passport. They can override any password. There is no privacy, okay? So somebody that works for a government institution was aware of this inheritance of yours that's a part of a cult. So, and you're not aware of it. So they had the upper hand and they went to work to orchestrate something in your life whereby they'd force you into a vulnerable situation and you'd be forced into a marriage. And then that's how they were going to get your money from you. They probably already had a judge picked out and lined up. Yeah, you're going to claim emotional distress from this person once you're married to them, and then the judge is going to grant you all their money and leave them with nothing. Don't worry, we already got the judge on board. Ciao. The King of Cups, the Queen of Swords, a Pisces, Aries, Leo, a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. There might be a King of Swords, King of Cups. Okay, this is some other energy. There might be somebody in the government. It might be someone else here. King of Swords energy, a Judgment energy. What is this King of Swords, King of Cups? So there might be a good person out here. This King of Cups, King of Swords energy. The King of Swords is someone that enforces rules, okay, and laws, okay? And this person might be calling judgment on the people that orchestrated this in your life against you so they could steal your inheritance. This King of Cups that's emotionally balanced. They just showed me the Leo. They were trying to get a judgment reverse and they got fired. They got fired. And the Devil reverse. Somebody might be coming towards somebody. Somebody might be very disappointed and sad in these people. And something could be coming towards somebody very quickly. There may be a King of Swords. Okay. Someone that enforces rules and laws. Could be a Hierophant energy. It could be another person in the government. Might have known what they orchestrated to do against you. This person is a King of Cups. They're highly intuitive, and they're very emotionally intelligent, and they might be coming towards you to give you the news about your inheritance. Good luck. Okay. I hope that actually happens for somebody. Talk to me about this blizzard before we check out, please and thank you. We want to know about this blizzard. Oh, I don't have those cards by me, and I can't get up this seat right now. Okay, talk to me about what's this blizzard? All right, this blizzard is coming this winter. I don't know where. I'll pull it tomorrow. It's coming for this could be a whole collective of people that are going to be affected, that are in this narcissistic, backstabbing, mean, malicious, cutthroat energy. It doesn't have to be one person. So something's going to happen to somebody in a blizzard. It's coming. I can't make it up. This winter, some narcissistic karmic energy is going to suffer from some kind of imbalance, that this could be to a home, a house, a car, a vehicle, a car accident, an airplane crash. Something's going to happen as a result of a blizzard that's going to happen this winter. And it's going to come directly for that King of Swords reverse energy, whoever that is. Who's the King of Swords reverse that's going to be affected by this blizzard this winter? A Page of Cups, someone that made an offer, Five of Pentacles, and didn't get what they were expecting. This could be a Pisces, or someone that's taking quick action to avoid a tower. This could be an air sign, a Pisces. They didn't get what they were expecting. Or this could be someone that made an offer, a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Oh, a Libra. This might be a Libra. There might be a Libra that might suffer a huge imbalance, and watch, they're going to be paranoid all winter now. Like, it's snowing. What the weather say? I ain't going out today. Nope. I saw that reading. I'm not going out today. What's the weather? Are they calling for a storm? You want me to come visit you where? In what state? Does it snow there? I ain't coming over there. Nope. I'm telling you, somebody going to be paranoid this winter that know they're guilty. It might be a Libra with this Justice card, or this is Justice. Someone that's sad because they didn't meet the expectation of holding you back. And somebody pulled their energy back from them because they failed. This cult was taken down. This was an occultist. All right, that's the message. Now watch that Libra, whoever that Libra energy is, they're going to be paranoid every time it snows. Every time it snows, or if they got to travel somewhere where it's snowing, they're going to check the forecast 10 times because they're going to be paranoid that they're going to suffer an imbalance. Oh, don't worry. It can snow and damage something that belongs to you. How about that? Even if you don't get caught in the snow, something that belongs to you can get lost or damaged in the snow, like a car, a home. Somebody is very sad and regretful right now. Who cares? Okay, because of a missed opportunity. Give me a final message, please, and thank you, so we can say this evening prayer. Someone is completely Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. They're completely shut down emotionally, completely shut down right now. All right, I would like a final message, please, and thank you. No, do it with that one. Okay. Final message. Final message, please, and thank you. Final message, please, and thank you. Right on time. I'm still adjusting, y'all. Final message, please, and thank you. Final message. Okay. There's an Aquarius here. This came out sideways. This is Aquarius energy twice. So this person might know this, whoever the person is that's coming toward you to talk to you about this inheritance, they have some connection to this Aquarius energy here from the past. But it's like it came out sideways. They, whatever type of connection or relationship they have or friendship, it's wavering. It's like it's not a strong one. Okay, the person that's coming, I don't know, maybe this is someone in your family or from your community. The Knight of Cups is who's coming toward you with this news about this inheritance. But they are connected to someone else in your family in Aquarius that maybe they're not on the best terms with, or maybe in the past they've never quite been on the best terms with. So this is someone that might know your family, okay, or maybe they work together, but they know each other from the past, and this person knows about what this Aquarius might have had to do with someone's inheritance, and this Aquarius might have been trying to emotionally manipulate and gaslight this person, maybe offer them money, offer them a bribe, or not to tell you about this inheritance, or maybe they lied and they're very childish. All right, final message. So they're trying to, whoever this Aquarius is, they're trying to stop this person from coming toward you to tell you about this. But somebody thinks that too much has been done. The ten of wands in reverse. Somebody feels like they just went too far. Somebody feels like these people, it's ridiculous. At this point, it's ridiculous. It's like people are walking right up to your home with big shirts on. Die already. We're here to do a death spell. You know, the police is involved. Everybody knows who everybody is. Everybody's recognizable now. They see you. They see the same 3 cars following you everywhere you go. You understand? It's too much of a big fat mess, and it's too obvious. They're like, look, this is too messy. It's too messy, and it's been going on for too long. Enough is enough. You tried it. You didn't get what you expected. Stop trying to kill this person. Enough is enough. Give them their inheritance. Stop. She said she don't want to get married. She said she don't want to get into a relationship. Give her money. She's spiritually protected, and apparently whoever left the money to her wanted her to have it, and that's who's protecting her, and God. One card to end this message. I just saw the 6 of Pentacles. Here's the Libra, the Empress reverse. Somebody couldn't get away with something, might be releasing something and going in another direction now. So after, and I just saw the Leo card in here too. Yeah, it might be a Gemini involved too. Yeah, after doing all of this mess, and doing death smells on you day and night and day and night, their whole reputation. But this is not about your inheritance. You know that, right? This is not about your inheritance. This was about destroying that cult that was terrorizing innocent people that were on their own spiritual and in their own process on earth, getting lessons and trying to live their life. They were bullying people. They were bullying people and ending their life before their time and doing all kind of atrocities to innocent people. They were a nightmare. That inheritance was just a means to bring you to the people you needed to bring karma to, because you're some kind of spiritual hierophant. It's not even about the inheritance, money, or anything like that. It was about connecting you to this cult so you can do what you do, which is to bring karma. Okay? Because you're here to bring karma to those that deserve it, because you are a spiritually ranked hierophant. Guys, I am Kuan Yin, and this is love of the highest vibration. All right, and with that, that's the end of the read. Now, anybody that would like to join me for the evening prayer and affirmations, You're more than welcome to do so. I show gratitude right now for my collective, the baddest out there, of the highest vibration of love. I show gratitude for favor, and protection. I show gratitude right now for complete restoration financially, spiritually, mentally, energetically, and physically. I show gratitude for the Most High God, Yeshua, Eow. I show gratitude for Christ, Jehovah. I show gratitude right now for earth, wind, and fire, both the group and the elements. I show gratitude right now for each and every one of the planets that God put in place with unique energy to get our prayer requests and our affirmations granted. Oh, Holy One, the moon, Lavana Nana, who sits at the head of Mercury, Koke, Anki, Venus, Anene Noge, the sun, Utu Shamish, Mars, Madin Gugiana, Jupiter, Enlil, Zadik, Saturn, Shabata Nanerta. Right now, I decree and declare the sun will not spite me by day, nor the moon by night. Right now, I take authority over every witchcraft attack being sent to us by sun and by moon. Let it burst into flames, fall to the ground, and scatter. I shall prosper and be in good health. Every pre-witchcraft attack, let it be cut off and diminished by the fire, power, and light of Christ Jehovah. Every witchcraft attack going on in my life, in my environment, in my collective of the highest vibration of love's environment right now, and in this day and in this night. Let its power be banished and destroyed by our authority in Christ Jehovah. Right now, I cancel every dark, evil projection into our life and environment. Right now, let every force of darkness get and flee from my home and around me. Abracadabra. I will create as I speak. Catch fire right now in the name of Yeshua, the Most High God, Yahweh. Witchcraft powers sponsoring repeated problems and attacks. They shall not come to pass, neither shall it stand. Catch fire right now. Every waster of my life and time that was assigned to waste it. Catch fire and scatter right now. Every projection of witchcraft over my health and energy, scatter by fire right now. I command peace, strength, and tranquility throughout this night. Right now, I decree and declare by the power and authority of Christ Jehovah, I release fire on every witchcraft attack being used on and sent to me right now. Burst into flames and scatter. Let every charm on or under the ground in our abode, let every evil altar, let every candle, every picture or item referencing our name, let its power be nullified and neutralized right now. Let its power be banished and destroyed by the fire, power, and light of Christ, Jehovah, Eow, Yeshua, Abracadabra. Let the forces of darkness right now, I command to get and flee from around me and scatter. Whatsoever he shall bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, and whatsoever he shall loose on earth, it shall be loosed in heaven. Right now, we bind and contain all magic being sent to us on every plane of existence, on the etheric plane, on the ethereal plane, on the astral, mental, physical, and emotional plane. We sever by fire every energetic demonic cord anyone is sending toward us, and we command that spell work to go back to sender and to burst into flames and scatter right now. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Let every tongue that rise up against me in judgment be thou condemned. For greater is he that is within me than he that is within the world. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those that love it, let them eat the fruit thereof. Let every form of witchcraft right now and all of its effects burst into flames and scatter, be neutralized, nullified, and completely destroyed. Right now, I bind every evil influence and command you to get and flee from my home and environment and from my life. Right now, I dismantle every stronghold of witchcraft. Right now, I command every hex and curse break right now. Right now, by the power and authority of Christ. Surely he shall deliver thee from the fowler's snare and the deadly pestilence. I break the power of this witchcraft and spell work in the name of Christ Jehovah. Right now, I decree and declare no power can stand against me. By Christ's power, I break the force and power of every spell, curse, and charm that any witch, warlock, cult, coven, secret society has over my life. Right now, by the power and authority of Christ Jehovah, let every force of witchcraft submit and bow down to my authority in Christ on every plane and be completely dismantled. I renounce all ties to witchcraft sent to and at me by the power and authority of Christ Jehovah. I break every tie, connection, and agreement right now with every enchantment of witchcraft pit against me. I neutralize and nullify every curse spoken. Split and remove the tongue of my cursor right now. Let their power be banished. Let it fall to the ground and scatter and be rendered powerless and ineffective. Let the effects of witchcraft on our body, mind, and spirit right now be reversed and undone. Right now, I decree and declare complete freedom and healing. We are divinely protected on every plane, from the crown of our head to the sole of our feet. Let every demonic spirit get from around us right now, because Umima is a consuming fire, and we release fire, Christ fire, on every demonic spirit using anyone or anything to cause any spiritual, financial, energetic, or physical imbalance to me or any of my life of the highest vibration of love. Right now, we flood this life, this prayer, and this environment with Christ's light, fire, and power for strength, speed, and impact. Both it be, so shall it be. Ashe. I now close all portals, and I sever all energetic cords that no longer serve me, and fully reclaim my divine power, sovereignty, and light. May the blessings be. By the light of the eternal flame, I release all ties that bring me pain. From hex, from bind, from spell and chain, I reclaim my power whole and sane. Through ancestral lines I now ascend, all wounds and shadows I transcend. No force can hold, no bind can stay. I walk in light, I clear my way. With sovereign will, my soul is free. It's protected by divine decree, by earth, by fire, by air, by sea. I am whole, I am pure, I am free. May the blessings be, mote it be, so shall it be. Ashe! Collective, thank you for the love. Thank you so much for your energy. I thank you so much for being a part of the prayers. They have power where two or more are gathered in my name. That's the name thing, what we came into agreement about. There shall I be also. That means I will manifest and grant the request, because collectively it's the power of three. Where do you think the witches and warlocks got it from? You've heard them talk about that in readings before. Oh, because these witches that came together on you, they use the power of three. They're talking about universal laws. Every universal law lines up with things that they talk about in the Bible and in the Quran and in the Kabbalah and in other books. These witches and warlocks, they talk about the power of three, because remember, energy is neutral. The reason they talk about the power of three is the same power of three we're talking about, where two or more are gathered in my name, in the name thing. That means when we collectively agree on one thing and put all of our energy behind it, that it will manifest. It's called prayer. Guys, you are the absolute best. I love you. I am Kuan Yin, and this is Love of the Highest Vibration. I'll see you guys in the morning. Have a blessed and safe evening.